guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is King of Puro, episode 18. I'm Last Son, and today we're going to book day 3 and 4 of the Champions Tour as we work our way towards the event, Test of Champions. We'll go ahead and take a look at the mail here in a second, see what we got. We have a note about someone retiring and someone changing their wrestling style. Neither one of them is with us, so that doesn't matter. Go ahead and make sure, yep, tonight's the event. Go ahead and advance the booking. We'll take the venue they picked for us. Go ahead and medal here. Try to work with Blastacoma and Sojura Sen again. Positive, no effect this time. That happens, I guess. It's probably because I didn't set my avatar up in the way that I could, influence that as well as I could. We'll go ahead and book our main event. A tag team match between Funakoshi and Big Bruiser Finley. And they're going to take on Furusawa and Suki. Let's go ahead and click that exclude already book to get rid of that in the future. I don't have to worry about that. Give it 25 minutes. Go ahead and hit the road agent notes here. We're going to give Suki the victory. And we're going to let him pin Big Bruiser Finley. Individual focus will keep everybody okay where they are. We will call it in the ring. We'll give it a slow build and a decisive win. And we'll book that segment. Go ahead and add another match here. Go ahead and make it a tag team match. And this one will take Razan and Blast's story and, further that story along. So we'll have Blast team with Giant Brody, and Razan will team with Tashisai. Go ahead and auto name that. 18 minutes, or do we want to take that down, or let's decide what we're going to do in the road agent notes first. We'll give Okamoto the victory. No, let's give it to Tashisai over Giant Brody, and that'll set up some of the reason why they're going to be facing each other at the event. Go ahead and make it an open match. We'll have to call it in the ring, I do believe. Give us a little bit of a decisive win. I think Blast, yeah, he can call it in the ring. Okay. Add another match here. We'll make it another tag match with Tori and Yoshinakataku. They're going to take on Yokokawa and Sen. As Tori begins to, continues to put young Taku through the paces here. And we'll let Tori pick up the victory. We're going to make this the steal the show match. Do an open match, and we'll have to script it and do a decisive win because I know Taku unfortunately can't call it. So book that. And we'll add another match in. We need to add in the 2v2 match. We can do a tag match. I know we need to still do a technical masterclass. Maybe we'll make this the technical masterclass. We'll have Miura and Yoshizawa take on Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. So we will not make this the technical masterclass because these guys' technical skills aren't, as high as they should be for that. So we'll give Kamasaka the victory, Yoshizawa to lose. We'll have an open match. We'll script it and give it a decisive finish. And we'll go ahead and book that match. We'll go ahead here and add a new match. We'll do a 3v3 We'll have Malicious Intent, James Diaz and Logan Wolfsbane versus. We'll add Narahashi to their side, and then we'll have them take on Suchi, Danjuro, Kikuchi, and we could do Okimasa. We could do Sotomura. Sotomura's an issue with losing. Okimasa is probably the best bet. We'll let Wolfsbane pick up the victory. The loser can be Okimasa. Make it a technical masterclass. Open match. We'll script it. Decisive win. And we'll go ahead and book that. And that takes care of our technical masterclass. Takes care of both requirements for the show. We'll go ahead and book an angle to put on before our technical masterclass, so that way it can be done in front of a hot crowd and get hopefully a little bit better rating than what we would get if it's performed with a cold crowd. So Suki is going to cut a promo, and it's going to be on Funakoshi and Big Bruiser Finley, who's going to be off screen. We're going to rate Suki on entertainment, and Suki's going to tell Finley and Funakoshi he's coming for them tonight. Just to further that story along, just trying to build a little bit more storytelling, where this is not a very promo heavy. Tell the story when you can. So 103 minutes. We're not going to be penalized because we only have that one angle. We still need to do a pre-show, deciding if I want to do anything with the 8 minutes. Well, I think we're okay. I think we'll just add another match here. We'll do a pre-show match. We'll do a tag team on the pre-show, and we'll get rid of the unimportant and see. Well, we'll keep Yuta Isono and Moto. We're going to have them take on, do Kubo and Doi. We could do Hiroshi, and Ogata. We could do Ipitsai. Let's do Ogata. We'll auto name that. We'll knock it down to, let's do 11 minutes. We'll let Yuta pick up the win. We'll have an open match. We'll have it scripted and a decisive win. And we'll put that on there, and we'll cut this match down a little bit. Need to cut a few more. Okay. Now we're at 112 minutes. Let's go ahead and take care of the pre-show. We'll do an 8-man tag. Filter out all the unimportant, so we have, who's left that's, either recognizable or above. So we'll take Goto, we'll take Sotomura, we'll take Matsushita and Matsuzara. Okay, now we'll reverse that filter. Wish there was an easier way to filter. Now we'll take from the Young Lions, we'll take Dreadnought and Kasaka, Osaka, and Doi. Do I want Kubo and Doi in? Could take Kubo for Hisaka. Yeah, we'll do that. Drop this down to 12 minutes, put it on the pre-show, hit the road agent notes. We will give the win to Matsushita. We can give it to Matsuzara. Probably has not had a victory in a while. So we'll open match, we'll script it, do a decisive win, and we'll book that segment on the pre-show. Okay. We're getting unusual notes that some people are being overused on the show. Well, that's what's going to be. Um, could try to take this down a couple minutes, see if that gets rid of that note. It does not. So could add it back into there. I could add more to this one now. Add a minute to that. Now we're back at 112, and I think we can start the show. So 638 people in Kobe come out. Our first segment, pre-show segment, gets a 49 as Goto, Sotomura, Matsushita, and Matsuzawa take on Dreadnought, Kisaka, Kubo, and Doi. And Matsuzawa pins Kubo with a double arm DDT. As far as in-ring performance, our road agent makes the notes of Matsuzawa with a 46, Matsushita with a 59, Sotomura with a 50, Goto 47, Doi 29, Kubo 29, Kisaka 34, Dreadnought 23. Doi was noted as seeming off his game, and the announcing quality apparently lifted the match according to our road agent report. So a 49 is a pretty decent score with the Young Lions. I just want to see some improvement in their in-ring performances, and we got that. So we move into the main show here in Angle with Suki, getting us an 89 rated segment. As Suki tells Finley and Funakoshi he is coming for them tonight, and basically to watch their back. And we get the notes from the road agent that he was superb with working it without a script, obviously with an 89. He's one of the reasons why. And we move on to the technical masterclass between Narahashi and Malicious Intent and Tsuchi, Kikuchi, and Okimasa. Wolf's Mane submits Okimasa with a Boston Crab. It gets us a 55. Narahashi with a 43, Diaz 30, Wolfsbane 56, Okimasa 48, Kikuchi 49, and Tsuchi 52. Diaz was off his game, but 55 is not bad for a technical masterclass with some of these younger guys and unknown guys. So I'm happy with this rating, and it gets us, going. As we get into the next segment, it gets us a 42, as Sono and Emoto take on Hirose and Ogata, and Ogata gets pinned by Asono after an Asono face melter. Emoto had a 35, Asono 31, Ogata 23, and Hirose at 45. It does say Asono benefited from having a hot new move. These scores are on a little bit of the low side, but I have to start getting some of these guys, I think, some time in front of the crowd. So 42, we'll take and hopefully make up for it in other parts. As we move into a 60 rated segment between Miura and Yoshizawa and Kamasaka and Kiyotaka, Kamasaka submits Yoshizawa with a triangle choke. Miura with a 54, Yoshizawa with a 57, Kiyotaka with a 50, and Kamasaka with a 48. We get the tag team specialist bonus between Yoshizawa and Miura, and the crowd is getting hotter with this match. It's doing its job. 60, pretty good. As we move into Bunraku Tori and Yoshinaka Taku versus Yokokawa and Sen, this gets us a 68 rating, as Tori pins Yokokawa after spinning forearm smash. Taku with a 64, Tori with a 70, Sen 45, and Yokokawa 42. Got the crowd buzzing. 68, really good. Happy with this segment. Tori and Taku are working out really good. That might be a team in the future. So we move into Blastakoma and Giant Brody versus Okamoto and Tashusai. It gets us a 72. Tashusai submits Giant Brody. Giant Brody had a performance of 53, Blastakoma 55, Tashusai 61, and Okamoto a 75. All around great performances. 72 is awesome. I'm hoping it doesn't overshadow the main event. Sometimes you worry about the placement of these. So we'll move on to the main event here. It does get an 81, so it does not get overshadowed as Furusawa and Suki take on Funakoshi and Finley. Suki submits Finley with a Suki special 3. 72 in-ring performance from Suki, Furusawa 75, Finley 67, Funakoshi 75, and like I said, it gets us an 81. Let's see potentially what that's going to do for our show as we finish the show here. And we end up with a 71, raises our popularity in 7 regions, and I think that score would be even better without those, penalties from music, live event, and production values. I may have to look at how to do that. Once we start making enough money that we have a good enough cushion, we'll deal with that. And we'll here head back, check the mail. Do we have any? Yes, we have a production change by PGHW and a body type change by a guy we don't is probably on our short list. And that does it for day 3. Pretty good tour so far. Really happy with it. And we'll get ready to our day 4 here. Okay, day 4 is here. We're arrived here. We do have a notification down here we need to look at. And we're getting a pay raise request from Furasara. He's now 120. He wants 240. It's a basically 100% raise. We'll take and accept that. He's, an integral part of our, company. We'll go ahead and advance to the event here. We have auto book. That's fine. Take the locker room controls. We'll go ahead and medal between Akoma and Sen again. Hopefully this time we'll get some positive results. No effect. So we'll head in, we'll book our show here, day 4 of the Champions Tour, ending with the Tour of Champions. We'll start with our match here. We're going to book the main event first, just like I always do. As we take Funakoshi, and we're going to have Furusawa on the other side. We'll take and add Suki to Furusawa's team. Who do we want to team with those two? Obviously, Big Bruiser Finley will go with Funakoshi, storyline way. Could do Reizan with Furusawa and Blastakoma with Funakoshi's side. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think will be a really good match. We'll go ahead and give this 25 minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes sounds good. We'll do road agent notes. We'll let Funakoshi, or do we want Furusawa or Okamoto or Suki to pick up the victory? Let's look at Okamoto pin Blastakoma. We'll call it in the ring. Open match, slow build, and a decisive win. Let's make sure I didn't hit anything. Yep, good there. 25 minutes. We'll go ahead and put Maida as and go on Puro as the ref here. We'll go ahead and start booking the rest of the show here with another tag team match between Miura and Yoshizawa, and do Ipitsusai and Okimasa. Go ahead and hit the road agent notes, and let's give Miura the victory over Okimasa, and we'll let this be an open match. I think we can call it in the ring. I think these guys have good enough, yeah, they do. We'll add another match here. Let's make it a American Cobras match. And they are going to take on Yokokawa and Sin. Drop this down a little bit. And we'll give Spillane the victory. And we'll make it our Steal the Show match. Making it open match. I think we're going to have to script this one, and we'll make it a decisive win. We'll go ahead and book that. I know the tag team match holders are not in this. Really don't know if I want to have them defend the tag team titles on a tour show right now. Didn't get that last time. So, Giant Brody, Tashisai, spinning out of that last match. Last couple days worth of matches here. We'll let Tashisai and Brody. Tashisai is going to pick up the victory here. Have it be an open match. I think we can call this one in the ring and a decisive victory. Go ahead and book that. Do another 2v2 here. We'll do the Tori Yoshinaka Taku match. And we'll let them take on Malicious Intent. And we can actually make this one, I think, our technical masterclass. We'll give Tori the victory. Make it the technical masterclass. We will have an open match. We'll have to script it because of the, Wolfsbane and Diaz and even Taku. But I think that'll be a good technical masterclass. But let's get it set up with a pretty good angle. We'll let Finley, Blasticoma, Big Bruiser Finley have some time here. We'll have Funakoshi and Blasticoma rated on entertainment. And we'll have Finley on Menace. And Funakoshi's going to talk to him, and he expects his team to get the win. No, let's say get it done tonight. So this is just basically going to be Funakoshi telling his team, I expect a win. And we have a little bit too much refereeing done by Gonkuro, so let's change it over to referee Tarara. And now we can take and we can add the pre-show match. Go ahead and take care of that and see who we have. We have Dynamite Naruhashi, we have Parker, Kamasaka, and Kiyotaka. Goto's still available. Sotomura, Matsushita, Ozawa, and let's do Ozawa. He hasn't had a match in a while. Do Matsuzara, and we'll do Sotomura. We'll reverse the filter, the unimportant, and we'll take a look at, let's do Yamamoto, Matoki, Saromi, and for the last one, Iki Hosaka. Nice mixture of young talent here. Instead of Sotomura, let's put Kikuchi and Tsuchi into this match. We'll drop the time down to 13 minutes, put it on the pre-show, open the road agent notes, and let's see here. Who do we want to pick up the victory? Let's let Kikuchi get a victory. Well, keep it simple for Yamamoto, Matoki, Saromi, and even Hosaka. I don't want any of these guys getting a botch. We'll have an open match, we'll script it, and we'll make it a decisive finish. The young lions tend to sometimes hurt the guys we go after or put them in there with, so I don't want that to happen. So we only got 5 minutes. Let's start the show. 636 people come to Kyoto. They see the first pre-show match getting a 38 as Harker, Ozawa, Tsuchi, and Kikuchi take on Yamamoto, Matoki, Saromi, and Hosaka. And Kikuchi submits Yamamoto with a step over leg bar. Kikuchi at 47, Tsuchi at 48, Ozawa 30, Harker 45, Hosaka 21, Saroma 10, Matoki 11, Yamamoto 19. Saromi was off his game, but we're just trying to get some experience in the ring from the young lions. So pretty good segment for that matter. And it built some wins for the veterans. So I'm happy with this. And we'll go ahead and get into the next segment here. As we kick off the main show with an angle as Funakoshi, Blasticoma, and Finley come out. This gets a 60. And Funakoshi basically is talking to his team and telling him he expects them to get this done tonight. And we are going to beat Funakoshi, Suki, and Okamoto. Got us off to a great start. Got us hotter for this next match, which is our technical masterclass. It got us a 60. As Bunroku Kantori and Yoshinaka Taku take on Malicious Intent, and James Diaz eats the pin from Tori off of a flying forearm off top. Taku with a 59, Tori 63, Diaz 31, and Wolfsbane a 55. 60 technical masterclass. I'm pretty happy with this. Technical masterclasses, I tend to somehow have trouble with these guys. So pretty good here. We'll move into the next segment, just a singles match between Brody and Toshusai. Gets us to 62, and Toshusai picks up the victory by pinfall. We get Brody with a performance of 50 and Toshusai with a 61. Got the match, got the crowd hotter. Really happy with this, match and these two guys' performance. 62 rated segment. Great. We'll take that. We'll move it here into the next segment as we have the Cobras taking on Yokokawa and Sen. Spillane submits Yokokawa with a kneeling Boston Crab. 57 segment rating. We do get Yokokawa. Has sustained a swollen calf muscle. That's not good. But Spillane had a 62 in-ring performance. Malloy 59, Sen a 43, and Yokokawa 39. We do get the tag team specialist bonus, and the crowd starts, going crazy for these guys during this announcement. They're really buzzing. 57, swollen calf muscle, no botch notes. That's good. So we move on to the next segment, 59, between Miura and Yoshizawa and Ipitsusai and Okimasa. Miura picks up the victory over Okimasa with the end of the world. Miura 56, Yoshizawa 59, Okimasa with a 47, Ipitsusai with a 34. Like I said, 59 overall segment rating. Pretty happy with this, especially with Ipitsusai and Okimasa. Ipitsusai is a little bit older, so glad to see this rating was not hurt too much by his time decline and his declining skills, unfortunately. We'll get ready here to move into the next segment. The next segment is our main event. It's a 79 rating as Furusawa, Suki, and Okamoto take on Funakoshi, Finley, and Akoma. And Okamoto pins Akoma with a Brainbuster suplex. Okamoto had an in-ring performance of 73, Suki 72, Furusawa 72, Blast Akoma 56, Finley 65, and Funakoshi 75. Okoma had the weakest link here of 56 in-ring performance, but we had a 79 overall rating. Pretty happy with that. We'll go ahead and finish the show here and see how that helps us. 66, we did have popularity in 7 reasons. We have those penalties. And we'll go ahead here and finish out this show. We'll check and see if there's any mail. And we'll go ahead and end the episode here after that as we continue on our way to the Test of Champions. Do have some mail here. We get the injury and a production change by PGHW. He'll be out 28 days with no injury, botch news. So we'll go ahead and delete these. So we have Yokokawa and Taku here, 27 days left, 4 days left. And we'll take a look here at our levels here. We're behind in a couple of them, but it's not killing our shows. So, well, guys, this is the end of the episode. Episode 18 of King of Puro. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't, hit that bell notification. And I am Last Son. This is Black Canvas Grappling, King of Puro, and I will see you guys in our next video.